Hello and welcome to another episode of Mic Drop, the weekly video series that discusses emerging online marketing trends and what they mean for small businesses and franchises. I'm Mike Peters, Online Media Director at J. Miller Marketing, 16-year online marketing veteran and your host. Today's topic, the top 3 things that you need to know about your franchise website. So websites are, of course, like the digital HQ of everything that we do online. And so there's a lot of important things that we need to be able to do on your website to really get the most out of our marketing and even your organic efforts as well. So number one thing to know is your website a landing page off the main brand, or is it its own unique website? Do you have your own domain, or are you more your brand's domain / your city? If you're off of the main domain, that usually I find limits the amount of other things that you'll be able to do. But you do get the value of having that main domain that's kind of gathering all of the links for your brand, all of the various other franchises, kind of combining that all together. And so you're going to have a lot more organic power, a lot more of that SEO efforts, because you have a lot more links pointing to you because you're thinking at a national scale instead of just your local store. On the other side of the equation, if you have a unique URL, you're like brandcityname.com, then you don't have all of those other links kind of pointing to you. You might get one link from the main domain, but really it's all going to be local effort there. But on the flip side, typically those websites you can edit those a little more, which is good in the long run because now you can add content and other things to your site that'll make it stand out in your local space and give Google more things to like crawl and figure out what it's about. So it's kind of a trade-off. I can't say whether one is better than the other. It's just two different ways of kind of approaching the website thing. Number two, are you able to edit or create content on your site? As I said with the main domain situation, typically you don't have a lot of editing powers there. You might be able to edit some text, maybe update some pictures, but really it's a one-page site that's just exists to give your address and your phone number and your hours. Whereas if you have your own site, you might be able to edit a lot more, depending on if you're running it yourself or if there's like a CMS system that your franchisor provides you. You should be able to edit you might have multiple pages that you can edit, you can add photos, you can change text. In an ideal situation, you can create actual new pages and give them their own URL slugs. So you can create blog posts, you can create facts, FAQs, if you will, for your customers based off of what your customers are asking you. So you can create a lot more content, throw up on your site, and the more content your site has, the more things the Google spiders can crawl and figure out what your site's about. And so it's going to be better for your organic ranking. And if you can create unique landing pages for both your organic efforts and your marketing efforts, now you're kind of linking what the user is seeing before they click to your site to what they land on your site. So that's the ideal situation where you have a landing page speaking about this event, and then you have advertising pointing to it that's speaking about the event as well. And so it's a cohesive experience for the user. And now number three, probably the most important for me as a digital marketer, do you have the ability to place tags on your site? And so when I say tags, these are pieces of code that we're placing on our sites that we work with from like your Googles and your Facebooks of your world. So we're placing these tags on the site so we can track how our advertising is performing. What are people doing when they click from Google and come to your site? Are they submitting a lead form? Are they buying something? Are they requesting a PDF download? All of this knowledge is powered by being able to place these tags on a site. If we can't place those tags, we don't have any idea what's going on. Once people click through our ad, they just land on your page. We don't know what they're going to do. If we're not reporting back conversions to like Google or Facebook, we can't take advantage of all of their various AI-powered conversion optimizing algorithms that we can use. So a lot of stuff is shut off to us if we can't track the right stuff. I was just setting up tracking this morning using a fantastic tool called Google Tag Manager. And through Google Tag Manager, we can place one single code on across all of the pages of your site and then we never have to bother you or your developer again. We can place any additional codes we need, whether it's Google Ads, Facebook, some sort of third-party DSP, any other tag that we need to place, we just place through Tag Manager's interface. And Tag Manager basically sits on your page like a box. And then through Tag Manager's interface, we decide what's going into the box. So this particular example this morning I was setting up, I wanted to track if somebody submitted a lead. And I wanted to track when they clicked on that submit button of the form. Because they didn't have a thank you page for submission, which is where you would normally put your conversion code. So what I had to do was I had to create a click listener, so it was listening to every click that's made on your site, and then when that click happened on a button that I knew the name of, it would report back to analytics and say, your submission button was clicked, this event happened, this was a conversion. It would then fire the Facebook conversion pixel, and so I could tell when somebody came in off of our Facebook ad, filled out a form, clicked on the submit button, and I can see all that in Facebook. And so I can now tell if that's a good or a bad ad. I can check where that traffic was coming from, when it came from. If we get enough of these conversions, I can turn loose Facebook's conversion optimizer. And so now they're going to just try to go after as many people who fit the profile of somebody who's already committed to a lead. So really cool stuff happens when you can track what people are doing on the site. So those are the three main things you need to be worried about your site when you're setting one up, when you're looking to buy a franchise. These are questions you need to ask because the website, as I said, very important to your online efforts. And so being and knowing what you can do, what you can't do, will help you figure out how you should be marketing in the future. So that is it for me. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. If you would like, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of these videos and more are posted on our YouTube channel on a weekly basis, and if you subscribe, you get notified when they go up. You don't have to wait until I post this on our Facebook page. So, again, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next week. Consider this mic dropped.